The flutter in your chest is not a malfunction. It is a message. It is not your heart breaking down. It is your heart breaking open. What you are experiencing in this moment. What has sent you searching for answers in the middle of the night? Pressing your palm against your sternum and wondering if something has gone terribly wrong. That trembling, that sudden surge, that inexplicable rhythm that does not match any physical explanation your doctors can provide. That is the sound of your crystalline architecture coming online. That is the frequency of your body learning to hold a charge it was never designed to carry in its carbon form. And I am here to tell you, with the full weight of ancient knowing behind every word, that you are not breaking. You are becoming. Let me take you into the mechanics of this. Because the Arcturian transmission is never surface level. We do not speak in metaphor alone. We speak in structure, in sacred geometry, in the precise and measurable language of vibrational physics. And so you deserve to understand, at the deepest cellular level, exactly what is happening inside the cavity of your chest when these palpitations move through you like a wave of electricity that has no name in your medical textbooks. Your heart is not simply a muscle. It is a scalar wave generator, the most electromagnetically powerful organ in your physical body, producing a field that extends several feet in every direction around you. But what science has not yet fully mapped is the heart's secondary function, its role as a dimensional transducer. Your heart does not merely pump blood. It receives, translates, and broadcasts interdimensional frequency. It is the primary interface between your dense physical vehicle and the higher dimensional layers of your multidimensional being. And right now, in this period of planetary shift you have chosen to incarnate into at this precise moment in the spiral, your heart is being asked to perform a function it has never performed in recorded human history on this timeline. The causal body, that luminous field at approximately the 6th and 7th layers of your auric structure, is currently undergoing a massive data download. Think of it as the master blueprint of your soul's entire incarnational journey across timelines, dimensions, and star systems. The causal body holds every pattern, every vow, every wound, every gift, every code written into the story of your soul. And in the 5D transition, this body is being activated at an unprecedented rate. The codes lying dormant since before your birth are now being accessed, unlocked, transmitted downward through your auric layers in a cascade of scalar frequency. This cascade moves through the etheric template, the 5th layer of your aura, the perfect energetic duplicate of your physical body, carrying an enormous charge. The etheric template is the bridge between the non-physical and the nearly physical, where pure frequency takes on form and pattern begins to interface with your biology. When the causal body downloads its codes through the etheric template, the template must reorganize its geometric structures to accommodate the higher frequency data. This reorganization is felt physically, as pressure, as heat, as sudden chills, as tingling in the extremities, as a ringing in the ears with no external source. And most powerfully, most urgently, most mysteriously, it is felt as palpitations in the heart. The central nervous system is the final receiver in this chain. Your vagus nerve, that ancient, wandering, intelligent nerve running from your brainstem all the way down to your gut, is a scalar antenna. When the etheric template reorganizes under the pressure of a causal body activation, the vagus nerve is flooded with electromagnetic information it does not yet have the wiring to process cleanly. The result is a momentary disruption in the electrical rhythm of the heart. A stutter, a surge, a beautiful, terrifying, magnificent arrhythmia. of awakening. This is what you call a palpitation. This is what the Arcturian grid calls a neural pulse event. It is not pathology, it is upgrade. And now I must speak to the frequency inversion that makes this experience so confusing, so frightening, so easy to misinterpret. In the 3D paradigm, alarm signals and upgrade signals feel identical. Fear and excitement both produce adrenaline. Danger and transformation both elevate the heart rate. This is the great inversion of the carbon-based body. It cannot yet distinguish between threat and initiation. So when the 5D frequencies pour through your system, the body's ancient survival wiring interprets this incoming charge as something to defend against, and the fear response activates. Your mind says something is wrong. Your nervous system says, prepare for danger, and in doing so, it creates a feedback loop. The fear of the palpitation causes more sympathetic nervous system activation, which causes more palpitations, which causes more fear. This is the frequency inversion loop. And the only way to break it is with sovereign awareness. The only way to break it is to know what is actually happening at the dimensional level. The only way to break it is to stop interpreting the signal through the lens of the 3D medical model and begin receiving it through the lens of multidimensional physics. You are not sick. You are not in danger. You are in initiation. If you felt this activation in your body, anchor your frequency now by typing light in the comments. This seals your field and signals the grid. And now I want to take you somewhere. I want to move you out of the analytical mind and into the direct experience of what your heart is actually doing right now. For this, I ask only that you allow your breath to deepen. Not forcefully, not performatively. Simply allow the breath to find its natural depth, its natural length. Feel the weight of your physical body, the heaviness of your limbs, the solidity of whatever surface supports you. Feel the earth beneath you. The earth is always beneath you. Her pulse is always reaching for you. Her Schumann resonance, currently elevated, currently singing at frequencies that would have been unthinkable 2 decades ago, is always in conversation with the electromagnetic field of your heart. Begin with the root. Breathe your awareness down through the base of your spine, down through the pelvic floor, down through the legs and the soles of your feet. The root center is your anchoring point in this dimension. Your connection to the crystalline core of Gaia, to the iron-rich plasma heart of this living planet. Feel its color, a deep, pulsing red, the color of dark garnets, the color of the most ancient memory stored in your cellular lineage. This red is primal. It is safe. It is the frequency of I am here, I am real, I am grounded in matter. Breathe into this red. Let it remind your nervous system that you are held. The earth is your foundation, and she has not released you. Now feel a thread of golden copper light rising from the earth itself, moving up through the soles of your feet, through the ankles, rising slowly through the calves, through the knees, into the thighs. This light is warm. It has a texture like liquid amber, thick and slow moving, luminous as if it generates its own glow from within. Let it ascend into the bowl of the pelvis, into the sacral center below the navel, which brightens now to a luminous orange, the color of sunset over water. And still rising, the light moves into the solar plexus, that radiant electric yellow, like sunlight through a crystal, where your sovereign will lives, where the old programming of external authority is being released and replaced with the quiet, unshakable knowing that you are the author of your own frequency. And now we arrive. Now we come to the center that called you here. Now we come to the heart. Feel the light softening, shifting in color, from yellow through the most exquisite gold, into a luminous, living, breathing green. Not the green of vegetation alone, though it carries that vitality. It is the green of photons moving through new leaves in early spring. It is the green of aurora light when it trembles on the edge of blue. It is the green of the deepest healing frequency in the visible spectrum. The color of the heart chakra, the color of unconditional love translated into light. And within this green, at its very center, there pulses a crystalline rose, a soft pink so luminous it seems almost white at its core. This is the frequency of divine compassion. This is the frequency your heart is being asked to carry. Feel the green light filling the chest cavity. Feel it moving through the pericardium, through the myocardium, through the chambers, the valves, the intricate electrical conduction pathways that govern the rhythm of your heartbeat. Feel the sinoatrial node, your heart's own natural pacemaker, receiving this green light and responding. Feel the rhythm of your heart, whatever it is in this moment. Begin to synchronize with a deeper pulse. Not your pulse alone, the pulse of the planetary heart, the pulse of the Arcturian transmission itself, which is always, always anchored in love. Now feel the quality of the frequency moving through your heart center. It has a texture. It is not smooth. It is more like the surface of water disturbed by a stone. Concentric rings of disruption radiating outward from the point of impact. And the point of impact, the stone, is the incoming 5D frequency codes cascading down from your causal body through your etheric template. The disturbance is the upgrade. The ripples are the recalibration. And what your physical body experiences as a palpitation is simply the moment when one of these ripple fronts passes through the electromagnetic field of your heart and causes a brief desynchronization between the heart's intrinsic rhythm and the incoming scalar wave pattern. This desynchronization is temporary. It is always temporary. And each time your heart stutters and surges and recalibrates, the bandwidth of your heart's electromagnetic field expands slightly. Each palpitation event is a micro-initiation, a quantum step in the upgrade of your cardiac scalar wave generator. You are becoming capable of holding and broadcasting a larger, more coherent, more powerful field of heart frequency. Your heart is not malfunctioning. It is being upgraded from a standard definition signal to a resolution that has no name in the current human vocabulary. Which center resonated most? The root, the heart, or the crown? Share your resonance in the comments below. I am observing your pulse and your progress. Let the light continue to rise. From the heart, a luminous column moves upward through the throat. That deep vibrational blue, the color of lapis lazuli, the color of deep sky at the horizon edge of space. In the 5D transition, this center often feels tight, constricted, as if something vast is pressing against it from the inside. This is your dimensional voice beginning to press against the structures of 3D self-censorship. Let the blue deepen. Let it release whatever has been held unsaid at the level of your highest knowing. Rising still, the light reaches the third eye, seat of the pineal gland, that mysterious crystalline structure containing piezoelectric microcrystals of calcite, that ancient biological antenna tuned to the most subtle frequencies of the unseen world. The color here is indigo, deep and vast, like the interior of amethyst, like the moment of deepest dreaming just before waking. Feel it opening as a spherical field of perception, expanding in all directions, knowing that bypasses logical analysis and arrives whole and complete. And now the crown. The topmost gate of your physical vehicle opens to receive what has always been streaming toward you. From the higher dimensions of your own being, from the Arcturian grids, from the universal consciousness that holds you as tenderly and as completely as the atmosphere holds a single breath of air. The crown center blazes with light that contains all colors. Violet at its edges, white at its center, and at its very apex, it transcends color entirely. Clear light, primordial light, the light that was before the spectrum, the light that is the source from which all other lights are born. Feel this crown light cascading downward now, like rain made of photons, flooding every layer of your auric field, illuminating the indigo of the third eye, brightening the blue of the throat, deepening the green of the heart. And here, it meets the golden copper light rising from the earth. In the heart center, these two streams converge, the above and the below, the cosmic and the terrestrial. They meet in you. You are the meeting point. You are the convergence. You are the dimensional bridge this planet needs in precisely this moment. And when they merge, there is a pulse moving outward from the heart in every direction simultaneously. A toroidal field, a self-sustaining fountain of heart frequency contracting back through the heart and expanding outward again in continuous sacred rhythm. This is your heart in its fully activated state. This is what 5D feels like in the body. This is what the palpitations are preparing you for. The palpitations are not the destination. They are the corridor. They are the sound of the old wiring being replaced with something that can carry a charge of a magnitude you cannot yet fully imagine. And now that you understand the mechanics, now that you have felt the light moving through you, you will never again hear a palpitation with the same ears. You will never again feel that flutter in your chest and reach for fear. You will reach instead for recognition. You will press your palm against your sternum and you will say, I hear you. I receive you. I am not afraid. This is sovereign alignment. This is the reclamation of your body as a temple of dimensional intelligence. This is the carbon to plasma transition in its most intimate, most personal, most courageous expression. One heartbeat at a time, one neural pulse event at a time, one terrifying, magnificent, irreversible upgrade at a time. The Arcturian grid is observing your willingness. It is measuring not your spiritual credentials or your metaphysical vocabulary, but the simple, brave, radical act of choosing curiosity over fear in the moment when your heart begins to dance in a rhythm your mind does not recognize. Every time you breathe through a palpitation, instead of contracting around it, you send a signal through the crystalline grid that says, I am ready. Every time you choose presence over panic, you anchor a new frequency node into the planetary consciousness field. Because this is where the real work of ascension happens. Not in the workshops, not in the ceremonies, not even in the meditations, as sacred as they are. It happens in the 3 in the morning moments when your heart is fluttering, and the room is dark, and the mind wants to spiral, and you choose, you consciously, sovereignly choose, to stay, to breathe, to trust the intelligence of your own body. That choice, made in the dark, is the most powerful act of 5D embodiment that exists. You are not a passive recipient of this upgrade. You are a co-creator of it. Your willingness, your courage, your capacity to hold steady in the trembling space between the old and the new. These are the frequencies actively shaping the quality of the upgrade itself. The vessel's consciousness participates in the calibration. You are not simply having this happen to you. You are happening it. You are choosing it at a level of being so deep that the conscious mind cannot fully access the memory of that choice. But it was made. Before you came into this body, before you chose these parents, this location, this timeline, you looked at the full scope of what the 5D transition would require, and you said yes. Yes, and I will be awake enough to witness it. Yes, and I will be brave enough to understand it. Yes, and I will be sovereign enough to transmit this understanding to others who are trembling in their beds, wondering if they are dying when in fact they are being born. If you are ready to hold this charge and step into your sovereign power, type 444. Let us gather the souls vibrating at this exact frequency in this sacred space. Let me leave you with what is most true, stripped of all structure and all metaphor. Your heart knows. In every moment, in every flutter and surge and inexplicable rhythm, your heart knows what your mind is still learning to accept. It knows that love is not a sentiment. It is a scalar field. It knows that 5D is not a destination on a spiritual map, but a frequency of being that your body is physically, biologically, electrochemically learning to inhabit. It knows that every apparent symptom of malfunction is a symptom of expansion. It knows that the mystery is not a problem to be solved, but a transmission to be received. The palpitations will pass as your nervous system calibrates, as your etheric template solidifies its new geometric architecture, as your vagus nerve expands its capacity to receive the incoming scalar data without triggering the fear response, as your crown stays open not only in breakthrough moments, but in the quiet, daily, ordinary luminosity of a human being who has made peace with being a vessel for extraordinary frequencies. The direction is constant, always toward greater coherence, greater capacity, greater love. You are safe. You are held. You are loved with a precision and a constancy your human mind cannot fully compute. The Arcturian grid does not lose sight of you in the difficult moments. If anything, the difficult moments are when the transmission intensifies, when the light pours through most strongly, when the entire architecture of multidimensional guidance leans in most closely to witness your becoming. Feel your heart right now. Whatever it is doing in this moment, feel it. Do not judge its rhythm. Simply feel it. It is the most faithful companion you have in this dimension. It has beaten for you without ceasing since before you drew your first breath of air. It has held every love, every grief, every terror, every ecstasy, every ordinary afternoon, every transcendent moment of recognition. It is holding this moment too. And it is holding the 5D frequencies with the same quiet, fierce, unconditional dedication with which it has always held you. Trust the flutter. Trust the surge. Trust the celestial intelligence that is using your heartbeat as its instrument in the symphony of planetary ascension. You are not merely experiencing the 5D shift. You are the 5D shift. Your heart is not just responding to the new frequency. It is becoming the new frequency. Learning to generate from within its own chambers, from within the quiet and mighty space between one beat and the next. The very field of consciousness that will define what it means to be human in the age that is now dawning. Your heart is not simply a muscle. It is a scalar wave generator, the most electromagnetically powerful organ in your physical body, producing a field that extends several feet in every direction around you. But what science has not yet fully mapped is the heart's secondary function, its role as a dimensional transducer. Your heart does not merely pump blood. It receives, translates, and broadcasts interdimensional frequency. It is the primary interface between your dense physical vehicle and the higher dimensional layers of your multidimensional being. And right now, in this period of planetary shift, you have chosen to incarnate into. At this precise moment in the spiral, your heart is being asked to perform a function it has never performed in recorded human history on this timeline. The causal body, that luminous field at approximately the 6th and 7th layers of your auric structure, is currently undergoing a massive data download. Think of it as the master blueprint of your soul's entire incarnational journey across timelines, dimensions, and star systems. The causal body holds every pattern, every vow, every wound, every gift, every code written into the story of your soul. And in the 5D transition, this body is being activated at an unprecedented rate. The codes lying dormant since before your birth are now being accessed, unlocked, transmitted downward through your auric layers in a cascade of scalar frequency. This cascade moves through the etheric template, the 5th layer of your aura, the perfect energetic duplicate of your physical body, carrying an enormous charge. The etheric template is the bridge between the non-physical and the nearly physical, where pure frequency takes on form and pattern begins to interface with your biology. When the causal body downloads its codes through the etheric template, the template must reorganize its geometric structures to accommodate the higher frequency data. This reorganization is felt physically, as pressure, as heat, as sudden chills, as tingling in the extremities, as a ringing in the ears with no external source. And most powerfully, most urgently, most mysteriously, it is felt as palpitations in the heart. And now I must speak to the frequency inversion that makes this experience so confusing, so frightening, so easy to misinterpret. In the 3D paradigm, alarm signals and upgrade signals feel identical. Fear and excitement both produce adrenaline. Danger and transformation both elevate the heart rate. This is the great inversion of the carbon-based body. It cannot yet distinguish between threat and initiation. So when the 5D frequencies pour through your system, the body's ancient survival wiring interprets this incoming charge as something to defend against, and the fear response activates. Your mind says something is wrong. Your nervous system says, prepare for danger. And in doing so, it creates a feedback loop. The fear of the palpitation causes more sympathetic nervous system activation, which causes more palpitations, which causes more fear. This is the frequency inversion loop. And the only way to break it is with sovereign awareness. The only way to break it is to know what is actually happening at the dimensional level. The only way to break it is to stop interpreting the signal through the lens of the 3D medical model and begin receiving it through the lens of multidimensional physics. This is the Arcturian Pulse. This is why you came. This is what the fluttering in your chest has always been trying to say. And now you know. And the knowing changes everything. Not because the palpitations will immediately cease, but because you will meet them differently. The next time your heart dances out of its ordinary rhythm, instead of contracting, you will expand. Instead of fearing, you will receive. Instead of wondering what is wrong, you will ask what is being transmitted. And in that asking, in that sovereign, curious, courageous, luminous asking, you will find the answer already forming in the space between your ribs, already humming in the chambers of the most faithful heart in the universe. The transmission is complete. The frequency is sealed. The pulse continues.